prone to bouts of sweat in the morning. This was a common occurrence. It also happened sometimes in the evening around 8 p.m. She was plagued with thoughts such as, how much longer am I going to have to stay here? And will things ever get back to normal? However, right now, her most pressing concern was whether to have sugar-free Biscoff or sugar-free Nutella on her toast.
Good morning. Wait until after 10 a.m. before going downstairs. I have drawn the curtains, but the postman should have at least been by then. I will be back by 7 p.m. to make tea. I would ask what you want for tea, but there's no point because this is a note. I hope you're feeling better. P.S. Don't make too much noise.
Well, yeah, the curtain moved. Definitely just moved. I didn't see anyone in particular, no, but I'm unfamiliar with curtains moving by themselves. The curtain is an inanimate object. No, the homeowner's not in. I saw her leave this morning.
She was convinced this homeowner in particular was harbouring a hideaway. Sometimes it seemed like her only friend was a figment of her imagination.
I've got a question for you.
Okay.
If you could be any animal, which would you choose to be and why?
I would choose to be a grey squirrel.
Why would you choose to be a grey squirrel?
Because they were brought from their homeland by the Victorians in the 19th century, and now everyone hates them and blames them for killing the red squirrels. I think that's unfair.
What about the red squirrels?
I also like the red squirrels. They're nice and cute to look at.
She wondered whether she could climb up to the second floor and enter through the conveniently opened window. She then realised that she was neither a spider nor a stepladder.
It's pretty clammy in here. I do get worried about my throat closing up to the lack of oxygen. Can that actually happen?
I think it can cause breathing difficulties.
You do smell a bit.
She imagined all the glory that would befall her if she was the one to catch the hideaway.
You've got very lovely hair.
Thank you. I agree.
I'm off. See ya.
Yes! I knew it! This means I'm in charge. Don't even think about kicking up a fuss. I'm a black belt.
And suddenly, it hit her.
You didn't wipe my bottom properly.
Since the enactment of the non-essential contact law 4 months and 23 days ago that prohibited non-essential contact, he had become unbearable. Perhaps he was lonely, but at least she was still allowed to wipe his bottom.
Do you know what anaphylaxis is?
Yeah?
Anaphylaxis is a life-threatening, severe allergic reaction.
I know.
It needs to be treated with an adrenaline pen.
I know.
I have it.
I know.
She wasn't sure whether you could have anaphylaxis as an underlying condition.
How's work? It's rubbish. Can't stop thinking about what Vin did to the girl before me.
Oh yes, when I told Mother about your Vin, she said that his father wasn't very good at governmenting. Something about being mean to homosexuals and punk rockers. I think some died.
And he acts like he's about 73.
Perhaps he was allowed to spend time with his grandmother and grandfather. That could explain it.
I wonder what my grandmother and grandfather are doing.
I think mine are dead, but I can't be sure.
Lift yourself up a little bit. I can't get to it properly.
It doesn't feel clean.
It is clean.
about 73.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm parched. Make me a drink.
Okay.
Chocolate milk was his favourite drink, and it had to be exactly 1/4 sugar-free Nesquik, 3/4 semi-skimmed cow's milk. He believed that all other variations of non-cow's milk were created by homosexuals and punk rockers. He never explained why or how he came to this conclusion.
Come on, girl. Help me up, I'm a cripple.
I can't. I'm not allowed.
My bottom needs wiping.
You should definitely kill him. If he loves chocolate milk but is allergic to soy, you should make chocolate milk with soy milk. That should activate an anaphylactic attack, which, if left unattended, would kill him.
Yeah, that is a good idea, thank you. Perhaps Sir James Mackintosh was correct when he said that the powers of the man's mind are directly proportional to the amount of coffee he drinks. You have drunk quite a lot of coffee this afternoon. You have just had a very good idea. I don't think it is a coincidence.
You might be right. I would high-five you, but I don't want to get arrested or worse. I've heard stories.
What happens if we break the non-essential contact law that was enacted 4 months and 25 days ago?
Apparently, if you have a pet, they kill it. And if you have multiple pets, they weigh them all and kill the heaviest.
Yeah, that's horrible. I'm glad I don't have any pets.
I have 16 pets, so I'm quite worried.
She didn't mind paying an extra £1.83 to kill him. As she watched him die, she wondered if homosexuals and punk rockers would be grateful. She was certainly grateful that she didn't have to hold his nose and force feed him peanuts. She didn't want to break the law.
You know, I'm so angry I could swear.
You can't swear.
I can. And I will.
Go on then. I'd like to see what happens if you swear.
Fine, I will swear.
He used to swear a lot. His favourite cluster of swear words often began with F, and when he was very, very angry, sometimes even a C.
No, I can't do it. Right. They might still be watching us.
But the television is broken.
Or maybe our telephones are still working.
Yes, that is true.
He thought he would apologise in case they were listening.
I am sorry, I was just joking. See, I wouldn't even consider swearing.
He missed swearing, and a great deal of other things.
Remember, swearing breeds anger, and anger breeds the decomposition of society.
He wanted to tell her he loved her. Unaware of the thoughts in his head, Olivia found his gaze uncomfortable, while she simultaneously fantasised about using her new mug. She liked it because it had cats on it. He decided enough is enough.
Please, can I have your phone as well?
No!
Please.
You're gonna get me in trouble.
Shh. Not smashed us yet. Yeah, not today.
He did not let Joe in because he hated Joe. This was because Joe and Olivia had recently become very familiar with each other, and he thought they were having intimate sexual relations. These suspicions were unfounded and, in the current political climate, unlikely.
Please let him in. I invited him round for sugar-free triple chocolate cookies.
These are delicious, sugar-free triple chocolate cookies.
Thank you.
They would taste nicer with sugar.
You shouldn't say that.
That reminds me. Pass me your phone.
Why? If I knew you were going to smash my phone, I wouldn't have given it to you.
Oh, no. That's why I didn't tell I was going to smash your phone. Because you wouldn't have given it to me.
Things are getting out of hand. I don't feel safe anymore.
He's gone crazy. He's going to get himself incarcerated.
I know. You're right.
Would you like me to hug you, Belle?
I would. Quickly.
As they held their air hug for a few moments, the intimacy, as they both felt cramp at the same time, gave them a mutual sense of stimulation.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
The thought of the trauma he subjected you makes my blood boil. But thankfully, I've mastered the art of counting sheep for the purpose of serenity. I can teach you this.
I would like that.
Olivia and Joe's intense flirtation meant they had momentarily forgotten about Tammy.
What is going on here?
Now, we can talk this through, but don't do anything rash, like raising your voice or expressing yourself using profanities. It's not worth it. Just picture a field of white grass, green sheep, and then hold that thought. And then count to 127.
He considered taking Joe's advice. The thought of white grass, green sheep, and the number 127 appealed to him. Then he remembered how much he hated Joe and that he really wanted to hit him in the face.
Now just tell me the truth. Are you two having sexual relations?
I beg your pardon.
Are you two fucking?
Was in this moment it seemed like the world had come to a standstill. Tammy realised the suspicions had been accurate. The three of them shared an intense feeling of dread and terror. Tammy's bottom felt uneasy. He hoped if they saw him as weak and afraid, they might take pity on him. Despite how much he enjoyed swearing, he regretted it in this instance.
How's the report coming along?
Nicely. Head office want it by 10 p.m. tonight.